if the goal of the carve-out from peace officer is a special agent of the federal government, but the intent of the language is to be any law enforcement agent of the federal government, I think that's important for us to know because, again, special agent appears to have a defined, delineated scope under federal law. So perhaps this discussion may actually solve that problem because if an investigator for the EPA, if the intent of the statute is that an investigator for the EPA is not a peace officer, I think that answers the question. The special agent in lines 300 is a general term, not the defined term grabbed by the federal law. And I thank the gentleman for that. And that's all the questions I have. Just really, at this point, more of a general focus. This bill kind of floated through judiciary in different parts in different ways, and we've heard about it throughout session and obviously through the better part of today. And the laudable goal, I think, of what this bill is trying to accomplish has been lost in a certain degree in some of the discussion. The discussion has been lost. We have moved from a discussion about excessive force by public servants and unfortunately landed the discussion about race, about ethnicity. And I think that's unfortunate because the goal of this bill and some other similar bills is to ensure that police officers, our police officers, are not using excessive force. That's the goal. That's a laudable goal. That's what everybody wants. That's what existing law has been working at for years, and that's what this law is trying to improve. But by injecting, for laudable reasons, admittedly, but by infusing a race discussion, I think it tends to make folks lose focus. And I think that's unfortunate because, frankly, I'm on the fence on this bill. I really am. I thank the gentleman. I thank the folks who've gone up and spoken before because this bill has come a long way. It really has. I mean, it's almost good enough, and it may even be good enough. I'll make that decision here shortly. But I think it's worth noting that when the discussion gets pulled off of the course that I think, the good course that we were on, it's unfortunate. But still, I thank the gentleman for his answers. I thank him for a lot of work on this bill with some of the folks over here, Representative Rabimbas, Representative Zupkis, and others in this chamber. And I thank the chamber for its time.